Alright guys, in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how you can configure Apache in your Ubuntu server. Plus, we're going to install and configure mysql in our Apache service. So, to start, we wanna write sudo apt install Apache 2y, and we have to write down our password. And one thing, as you can see, this is actually my Windows operating system because right now I'm using OpenSSH to connect to my Ubuntu server, and it's quite nice. I can configure my server from anywhere in the world because I have set up my port forwarding, and with that I only have to write my public IP address, and with few clicks I can connect to my server from anywhere in the world. So now that's done, you can go on ahead and write sudo systemctl start apache 2, and for we have to write sudo systemctl enable apache 2. This line of code will tell the operating system that every time we going to start the system, it's going to start Apache as well. So right now, so as you can see here, I written my IP address and it's showing me the default web page. If you want to know what your IP address is, you can go ahead and type IPA, and as you can see right now my IP is this, and simply if you just write it in your web page, it's going to show it to you. And next up, we're going to actually modify it so we can show the thing we actually want to show to our clients. For that, we're going to write sudo nano var www html index.html. So when you come here, you can see there is quite a few lines of code for the default web page. You want to go on ahead and shift hold, you're gonna press shift and hold down to select all of them. If you click on backspace, it's not going to delete them correctly. What you want to do is to hold Control and K. It's going to cut the code, and now we can write the thing we actually want. For example, I'm going to write h1. Hi, this is Opera there. And we're gonna go on ahead and hold Control X. Okay, finally there you go. It's working now. I kind of messed up the code, but doesn't matter. It works now. So now Apache is installed. No worries. We're going to go on ahead and install MySQL. In order to do that, we want to go ahead and write sudo apt install mysql server yv want to wait sudo apt. Oh, the reason we write y at the end is to get the latest version. Otherwise, we won't really get the latest version, and Ubuntu kind of installs whatever the heck he wants to install. So we have to wait a bit, and I see you in a few seconds. So after that, what we want to do is to write sudo mysql secure installation. This way, our mysql will be secure. So you can select what kind of securation you want. I'm going to say medium and remove one user. Yes. Disable root plugin completely. No. Remove test database and access to it. No, not really. Reload privilege tables now. No. And it's all done. So to set up it running, sudo mysql and okay, it's running. So right now we wanna write, as you can see here, it says mysql, which means we are in mysql. And what we wanna do is to create a database. I'm gonna name it test UFA. All right, use test UFA and create table users ID int auto then name not no. All right, and now we're gonna insert into users main values and I don't know, post it. And I'm gonna write down select from users. Exit. So now we want to see if our SQL is running well. Status mysql system system ctl. As you can see, it says active. And if you want to see any other applications, you can write sudo system ctl status and write the program that you want to see if it's running or not. So to see if our database is working well, sudo mysql and then show data, not show tables. That was wrong. I have to, I was right. Show data bases and use test alpha I write down select from users, as you can see, we have all these blocks. So yeah, that's about it. I see you on the next tutorial.